Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this video from. My name is Achieng. As always, welcome back to my YouTube channel and happy Easter to everyone. If you celebrate it, happy Easter. If you do not, please celebrate with us. So for today's video, I am going to show you a very simple, easy, and quick recipe of making fried fish. So I'm originally from Kenya. Fried fish is different. In Kenya, it's the whole fish. You fry it, you deep fry it. But in America, it's more of the fish fillet that you're frying. So it's a little bit different. I've learned to embrace all cuisine and just enjoy it. And the way the fried fish fillet is made here, I really love it and enjoy it. And sometimes I just crave for it. And usually I have this packs of fillet that I ready. All I need to is just to defrost them and then prepare them, and I deep fry them. So this one is very easy. Instead of getting the whole fish and then preparing it the Kenyan way. Sometimes I have time for that, sometimes I do not. But when I'm craving that fried, fatty kind of food, this is one of the recipes. It's very easy, quick, and I just thought I should share with you guys. So if you have not subscribed, please do not forget to subscribe. We need 1,000 subscribers and I know we can do it. So for this video, I am going to first of all marinate this. I'm going to marinate it for just a few minutes. I would say 10 to 15 minutes. The flour that I'm going to use, it's actually corn flour, but that flour that I'm going to use has already some spice in it. I bought that flour mix from Louisiana. If you guys know, I love Louisiana. I love the cuisine. I just love everything about Creole food. So it's already spiced, so I do not need to overspice this piece of fish, but I just wanted to get a little bit of flavor. You can never go wrong with that. So I'm just going to show you the first prepping part that I do. Perfect. So this is the plate that I'm going to use is going to come in handy. So what I'm going to do, I have a paper towel here that I've already saved because I want to dry out all of the water. I don't want the water, I do not need the water, I just need the spice to be with it. And I'm going to use Slap Your Mama, the hot blend. And that's the only spice I'm going to use. Like I mentioned before, this, the flour mix that I'm going to use already has spices, so we do not need to work too hard for this, and that's why I say it's a very quick recipe. You do not need to do a lot of preparation. So this, just going to open a little bit. So this is our fish. Going to place it right here, throw it away, and do the same for this piece. I love how they package it. It helps me control how much or the amount that I want to eat. And this is just small. It's not a lot, honestly. It's just me. And I'm just craving for simple fried fish, you know. So I don't have to make a lot. That's why I call this video, the recipe in this video, very quick and easy, because it's just something that I'm craving out of the norm and I just want it now, and I do not need to make a whole bunch. So here are my pieces of meat. I'm going to just cut it in the middle. Cut the fillet in the middle. I just want it to be in strips. You can cut it smaller. I just want it in this size. I'm okay with it. So I am from the lake side of Kenya, so I can eat fish by itself. That's how much I love fish. So now that I have that, I'm going to rinse my hands. And then after that, now I'm just going to season. Like I said, I'm not going to go heavy with the seasoning, just very light, because our flour mix, that flour butter that we're going to use as a coating agent to fry this um, it already has spice in it. So we do not need we do not need this to be too spicy. So that's about enough. I'm just making sure that all of the spices, all of the sides, sorry, are coated. And honestly, that's all you need. Yep. You can, of course, prepare more depending on how many people you're preparing for. To me, it's just myself, so I do not need that much. So what I'm going to do next is cover this. I'm going to seal it with this nylon paper so that it can kind of sit for just a few, about 15 minutes, honestly, not staying too long. Because like I said, the batter already has spices in it, so it's going to be spicy at the end of the day. So as you can see, very simple. I'm going to let this sit for just 15 minutes and then we'll proceed to the next step. So our fish has been sitting for about 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use an egg. And with this egg, I'm going to use it as a binding agent to help the fish really to help the batter really stick to the fish. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm just going to break it. And then the same spice that I used, I'm just going to use a little bit, as you can see. And then I'm going to use a little bit of cornstarch. It's going to literally be a very small amount, as you can see. It's just a small amount. Going to whip this batter. So what I'm going to do, I am going to add our fish fillets inside this. And what I'm going to do after that, I'm going to let this fish fillet kind of sit in this mixture that we have just made so that it can kind of stick. So here's my fish fillet. I'm just going to add them, kind of make sure they're coated all the way. Add the second one, make sure they're coated. Repeat the same for the third piece. And our final piece. Just making sure it is coated. Perfect. As you can see, it is all submerged inside, so that is exactly what we want. Going to let that sit there. Perfect. Going to rinse my hands. So we're going to let that sit for about, let me say 5 to 6 minutes. And then this is the flour mixture that we are going to use. It is already spiced. As you can tell, it's not pure white. It already has spice in it. So we are going to pour some in here. And then we are going to add this part right here, our fish fillet that it's coated with the egg mixture in here, and then kind of mix it to make sure it's coated with this flour and let it sit for about 5 minutes again for it to coat really well. And then we're going to deep fry. So we're just going to let this rest for about five minutes. So the 5 to 6 minutes has ended. So what I'm going to do, I am going to remove this fish fillets and set them on the side. Since I've already cleaned my hands. And then in this bowl, I am going to add our flour mixture. And what I'm going to do is damp this here and use a clean fork to kind of help the batter stick to the fish. Just going to continue to do this number right here. You can honestly use your hands, it's easier. Or you can use a spoon or a fork. Also, the easiest thing to do is you can also dump them just in here and kind of shake it. That is the right way of doing it, actually. But today, since we're not doing a lot, I am just going to do this. Now I'm going to use my hands. Kind of get messy just a little bit, but that is okay. As you can see, I'm just taking my time to really soft, make sure they're really coated, and then I'm going to return them to the same same plate that I had it before. I'm going to take a little bit of cornstarch. There you go. Going to add into this. And then back to our fish fillet. And I'm going to try and coat it just again. The fast coat is usually enough. I'm just doing extra. You don't have to do that if you do not want to. Perfect. So I'm going to rinse my hands. So I'm going to clean this plate, just the same plate that I've been using. Set this aside. And dry this one more time. And what we are going to do now is we are going to remove this to make sure my hands are dry. Remove this fish fillet. You can see they're really well battered. I'm going to place them on the side because I want that batter to really stick. So we're just going to let them sit for, let me say, just 3 minutes, not too long. As you can see, the batter has really coated the outside perfectly. So this is what we have. We're just going to let this rest for just 3 minutes and then we are going to deep fry them. I already preheated the fryer. The oil is heating up. So by the time this are well coated and they've rested for 3 minutes, our oil is going to be ready. So our oil is all heated up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add our fish. Perfect. And usually for the fish, how you want to know that it is cooked, you just have to let it fry, and then when it's ready, it's going to rise up by itself. And that's when you know it's ready. So we're just going to let that cook. We're not going to bother it until all of the fish fillets are just floating at the top. So while that is frying, sorry, I do have my just a paper plate that I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to prepare it and add a parchment pepper. This will help to kind of hold some of the oil so that it's not too oily. So I'm just going to set this aside. We're just going to move them around. Looks good so far. Our fish is almost ready because the fish fillet, they do not take long to cook. Not remember, we are not frying a whole fish, and fish, even a whole fish, does not take that long to cook. So this is almost ready. So as you can see, they are floating, and that literally means that they're like 2 seconds away from being ready. Okay, so you can see they're just floating, so that means they're ready. As you can see, very crispy and brown, just the way we want it. So I'm just going to set them here and prepare some condiments to eat it with. So guys, here is our quick craving snack. As you can see, it looks amazing, beautiful, simple. And you can eat it with lemon, you can eat it with a lime. I have this sauce. I always take extra sauce when I go to other food restaurants, and if a sauce that I love, I always ask for extra sauce because it always comes in handy. So it depends on how you want, which sauce exactly you want to use. This is how the sauce looks like. I really love it. It's one of my favorite. And for the fish, as you can see, it is cooked perfectly. Looks amazing. And all you have to do is just dip it in this sauce and then enjoy your movie. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and let me know what you think about this video. Until next time, bon appetit.